Has Jimmy Olsen ever been done right? Will he be done right this time? According to this photo right here, we really don't know anything, but I can make some assertions from it. More importantly, I can make some assertions from what James Gunn has said about the character of Jimmy Olsen in this movie. I've kind of realized something. After James Gunn said what he said, which I'll tell you in a second, I I really thought that at first I was like, I don't know if I like that, but I've kind of started to realize something. I think my portrayal, or not my portrayal, but what I think Jimmy Olsen should be might have been dead decades ago. Like, even from when I was a kid watching the Superman cartoon in the 90s, Jimmy Olsen was a pretty cool guy. He was inexperienced, but he wasn't like this nerdy bow tie wearing, can't do anything right kind of kid. He was inexperienced in the sense that sometimes, yeah, he'd mess up and wouldn't do the right thing, but he wasn't like an idiot. And I think I've always portrayed Jimmy Olsen in my portrayed. Am I saying that right? I don't know. I've always thought of Jimmy Olsen in my head as being this like he just doesn't get anything right. He's really annoying, really nerdy, bow tie, whatever. And I just don't think that's been what the case is for a very long time. Mark McClure and to a lesser extent, Sam Huntington had that style. I actually like Sam Huntington's the best. He's my favorite Jimmy Olsen. Put in the comments who your favorite Jimmy Olsen is. Probably Sam Huntington won't be most of y'all's. Sam Huntington is the one that was in Superman Returns. And I don't know. I liked his energy that he had a lot in that one. I felt like he wasn't trying to be cool. He wasn't trying to be nerdy. He just was this weird guy. Anyways, Skyler Gisondo, however you say that, the only thing I ever remember him in was an episode of My Name is Earl, where he was this little preacher boy who had like a healing finger. And spoiler alert, he didn't know he didn't actually have a healing finger. It was his dad setting up situations to make it look like he did to make money off of him. But it was a really good episode of My Name is Earl. You should check that show out if you haven't ever heard of it. And it showed the acting of that kid. I remember thinking the casting on that, I was like, they do really good casting on this show because the kid did such a good job. I don't think I've seen him in anything since. I know he's been in stuff, but that's the only thing I've seen him in. And because of that episode of My Name is Earl, I'm really excited to see what he's done. Plus, James Gunn has said himself, Skyler Gisondo, the kid, his performance in Superman is going to knock your socks off. He's really been excited about this guy's performance, which is exciting to me because, I mean, if a director's not excited about the performance, that's a bad thing. And when he is, it's a good thing. I think that what James Gunn said, though, sheds the most light on this Jimmy Olsen, obviously, which this is what he said. He said that this new Jimmy Olsen is, he didn't say a new Jimmy Olsen, but that's, what I'm calling it. This new Jimmy Olsen is a ladies' man, but he doesn't know it. This tells me, at first, when he says ladies' man, if he stopped right there, I'd be very worried. I'd be like, what? I don't need some super cool guy, Jimmy Olsen. He says, but he doesn't know it. This tells me he could be closer to the portrayal that we get from kind of like Aaron Ashmore maybe on Smallville. I'm not saying that he's going to act like Aaron Ashmore, but Aaron Ashmore, you could tell they did a good job of making him seem a little bit odd man out, like he wasn't always the coolest, didn't always, connect with Clark perfectly. But at the same time, he was this handsome guy. He got his work done, I mean, it was like... It was like that borderline, he could hang out with the cool kids if he really wanted to, but it wasn't where his natural flow was. And I feel like that might be what's going on here with Skyler. I feel like maybe he's just inexperienced and he's young and he'll be cool later, like later in life. Because if you are a ladies' man, but you don't know it, that just means you haven't had much experience with the ladies yet. If he gets more experience, he'll probably figure it out and be like, oh, they like me. Okay. So I'm very excited. Let me know in the comments if you're excited about Skyler. And if you've seen him in anything else. I don't know that I've seen him in anything besides that, little finger preacher kid on My Name is Earl. And again, he did a great job. This is a brand new channel. Make sure you subscribe. It's going pretty quick for me. I've monetized the channel before and it did not go this fast. So, in this back here, this is not a studio, guys. The reason I started this channel is because I love Superman. So when you see all this back here, this is just my house. Like This is just how I live. So definitely subscribe if you want more Superman content. I'm talking a lot about the movie right now because that's hot, but I do all kinds of Superman content, and I have shorts like come out every single day telling you all sorts of fun facts. Let me know what you think of Skyler. Okay, bye.